invite Mr. Jyothish Chandran.
I am working in State SUCHITWA Mission under Government of Kerala,
Yeah.
and the Director of Solid Waste Management. And we are doing so many activities for reducing waste. I have a short presentation also. About SUCHITWA Mission. SUCHITWA Mission is a technical body of Government of Kerala. Actually, it is a nodal agency for supporting local self-government institutions such as Gram Panchayat, then municipalities and the corporations. And we are providing technical support also, and we are giving technical sanctions as well as funding. And we are dealing the Swachh Bharat Mission activities also. Swachh Bharat Mission Rural and Swachh Bharat Mission Gramin activities. Regarding non-biodegradable waste, actually, this is the plastic is actually the non-biodegradable waste subject today, and we are doing both the non-biodegradable and the biodegradable waste reduction mechanism. And here we are dealing the non-biodegradable waste such as plastic and other NB items. And we are actually collecting this plastic waste and the non-biodegradable waste from the houses itself by using Harita Karma Sena. We are having.
मेरे ये J305 में क्या पैसा चला गया खत्म हो गया क्या?
We are having Harita Karma Sena.
Akram, we request you to kindly mute yourself.
And we are also doing segregation of this kind of collected things, and we are transferring to the next higher levels. That means we have MR of material recovery facility centers are there, then resource centers are there, and where we are segregating the plastics and the recyclable value of plastic, which we are actually transferring to the recycling industries, and other plastics like the rejects, some these kind of things we are actually using for construction of a road, etc. And this is actually a microprocess interface. Hydrocarbon or Green Task Force is a micro enterprise unit formed in Kerala, and they are actually collecting the plastic and other non-degradable waste from the houses on a weekly or monthly basis, and they are collecting. They are actually collecting some user fee also, and they are getting some other support from the local self-government institution also. Actually, this Haridha Sena or Green Task Force is functioning well across Kerala, across different municipalities and Gram Panchayats of Kerala, and each ward having two Haridha Sena or Green Task Force members are there, and they are in charge of collection mechanism. And the user fee also they are collecting. It starts from 50, 100 and above, depends upon the quantity of waste they are collected. This is the picture. That means in Kerala we are having 14 districts, and every district having a Gram Panchayat, then municipalities and corporations are there. I think out of 941 Gram Panchayat, we already having 922 Gram Panchayats having this Green Task Force. And they are collecting this kind of waste. That means the biodegradable waste from the houses. It includes plastic, then e-waste, then hazardous waste. All this waste they are collecting except biodegradable waste. As far as biodegradable waste, we are having some problem here because Kerala is one of the densest populated area in India. And we are also not having enough space for establishing a large plants. So we are actually focusing in decentralized waste management system in biodegradable waste. And some institutional and community plants are also there. But mostly we are addressing the biodegradable waste in the sources. Wherever the waste is produced, we are using or we are providing such devices in the source itself. Here, I think out of 941 Gram Panchayats, 922 having the Haridha Sena is active there, and out of 87 municipalities, 86 municipalities have their facilities there, and out of 6 corporations, 10% mechanism is there. And the functions, the activities of Haridha Sena are actually they are actually making some kind of surveys for assessing the waste they are generating in the houses, and they are also monitoring the established source level solid waste management system also they are caring, and then they are visiting the houses and institutions where the biodegradable and non-biodegradable waste are produced, and they are giving this mechanism also, and the assistance for composting, like monthly supply of inoculum. That means for addressing the biodegradable waste, the house owners, they need actually the inoculum, and they are also supplying the inoculum. And actually, they are not collecting the biodegradable waste, but they are managing, or they are supporting how the house owners or the houses can address the biodegradable waste. But at the same time, they are collecting the non-biodegradable waste from the houses. And they are also supporting the Green Protocol. The Green Protocol initiative, one of the initiative actually started in Kerala. We are reducing the waste that is actually they are looking for. And they're actually collecting the waste from the door-to-door collection they are doing with a regular interval. That means on weekly basis or monthly basis based on the waste generated. Then collection of user fee also doing by this Hydrogram Sena, and they are conducting awareness program also, because for minimizing the waste they are doing some awareness program also, and they are selling valuable products also from non-biodegradable waste. And here on CKCL, Clean Kerala Company Limited, is also an initiative of Government of Kerala. 50% share is Government of Kerala, and the remaining shareholders are there. This PKCL is the authority. They are actually collecting the plastic and other waste collected by the Hydrogram Sena, and they are forward linked to the other activities. And after collecting the waste from the houses, they are actually keeping all the waste in a MCF. That means material collection facility centers are there, and in each ward or 3 or 4 ward having one MCF is there, and they are collecting all the waste there, and they are segregating. Then they can forward link to the RRFs. We have some RRFs also there, and there they can further segregation they can do. And this is the picture of the MRF. This kind of material recovery facility centers are there in almost every Gram Panchayat municipalities, having 2 or 3 MRFs are there. The waste collected from this MRF, they are actually taken to the MCF. Here, the segregation of plastic waste is being done, and from where they are collecting, they are segregating the waste into for different uses. For recycling, so some plastic shedding units are also there. The carry bags, then we can't use for any other further use. So we are actually shedding the plastic there, and we are using for the road concession. And the plastic for using for recycling, they are baling it. The baling units are also there. And we have about 59 functional RRFs. Resource recovery facilities are in Gram Panchayats, and 51 block panchayats having RRFs are there. And out of 6 corporations, 10 RRFs are functioning there. In this RRF, we have having the shedding and the baling machines and the dust removal machines, and these shedded plastics or the rejects, or we are actually using for the MCF and transferred to CKCL. This is actually a resource recovery facility in one of the block panchayat in Mondo, and another one, the resource recovery facility in Kollam. This is a mechanism of using the shredded plastic for tarring, for road tarring. I think nearly 2,400 metric ton of shredded plastic already hand over to local bodies and public works departments, and we are already used 4,290 kilometers of road so far for constructing by using nearly 8 to 10% of plastic granules by replacing bitumen. We are also having mechanism of collection of plastic from the waysides and canal drains, public places, and other places. And these plastics also we are actually segregating, and if it can be used for recycling, then we can use for recycling. Otherwise, we can forward link to the cement kilns for processing. Shredded plastic production actually for using polymerous road construction and under the ownership of Clean Kerala Company. And here also we are for reduction mechanism, we are also banned single-use plastic. Then Green Protocol also we are adopting. Then awareness among stakeholders. Actually, for road construction, nearly 8 to 10% of bitumen can be replaced by using the shredded plastic. By way, we can save considerable amount by using this plastic by reducing the use of bitumen. By the end of 2021, about 2,661 metric ton of shredded plastic produced, and 4,290 kilometers road already we constructed. These are the details of shredded plastic used for the National Highway Authority of India and PWD and LSC for the last 5 years, and a total of 2,661 metric ton of plastic we already used, and the details are shown in this slide for the usage of NHA, PWD, and LSCA. There's some pictures of for construction of road using this shredded plastic, and the system already actually recommended by the IRC, and in Kerala, and this kind of road construction is successfully carried out. It's a picture for road construction mechanism. And we also banned single-use plastic, wide GO dated 2019, and this came into effect from 1/1/2020. This is some mechanism. Green protocol is actually the government of Kerala initiative, and we are using and we are reducing the use of disposable items, and by that way we can reduce the generation of waste. This is one of the successful model implemented in Kerala from 2014 onwards. By avoiding disposable things, instead of disposable things, we are using steel, glass, plate, everything. And by the way, we can reduce a considerable amount of non-biodegradable waste. The national games here, I think in Kerala 2015, we conducted national games here, and we introduced this green protocol by using steel, glass, plates, and everything. And by the way, we could minimize considerable quantity of plastic waste generation. And everywhere, in swearing ceremony, then school festival, everywhere we are actually adopting this kind of green protocol activities. School arts festival, marriage functions. This is another initiative of Government of Kerala. That means collectors at school. That means this kind of cages we are installing in schools, and the students are getting awareness for they are actually taking plastic to the schools, and they are depositing in these cages, and we are collecting periodically. And this is a swap shop. This is also usage of some used articles by some other persons, and this kind of activities also we are doing. This will promote the reuse of the resources. Thank you. This is some of the initiative we have taken in Kerala. Thank you. Thank you very much.